Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Barcelona show. It's been a while, but I'm finally back. Had some stuff I had to take care of, and other things, of course, that just life itself. But of course, I wanted to talk about the Barcelona versus Manchester United, and I think this is a match which I've always wanted to watch, always wanted to see, because Manchester United has always been intriguing for me to watch. Especially now with Solskjaer being the coach, and of course with Messi in Barcelona. And it's just one of the things that kind of is very interesting, knowing that Manchester United has done a lot better with Solskjaer than with Mourinho. And I think that they are a lot better with Solskjaer. And I think there needs to be some signings out in the summer that need to happen. But nonetheless, I think that Manchester United has done a pretty good, decent job at winning games, finding ways of winning. Of course, the signings that they need, they're going to need to do it in the summer to be able to get into Champions League. Right now, I don't even know how they're going to be able to get into Champions League because it's just so tight. So, this past game was a very good game for us to watch as fans. And I thought Barcelona was not at their best, but I don't think they were at worst. I think Barcelona did what they had to do. They created opportunities, they created chances, and of course Messi, being Messi, was really the responsible one for that goal. Although Luke Shaw was the one who put it in accidentally, of course, coming off of his body, going into the goal. You know, it was an own goal according to FIFA. So Luis Suarez, Messi, they are still in form. Going back to Champions League, going back to Camp Nou, I think things will be different. I think things will be a lot more entertaining. We will see Barcelona at their best. And I think Manchester United is going to get not a blowout, but I think they will know what it is. They will feel defeat pretty hard and heavy when they go to Camp Nou in Barcelona. I think the key people that we need to focus on in this matchup, of course, is Messi, Suarez. Those are the two men that really are leading the goals in La Liga and nobody else. And I think they are they're responsible for what's happening and creating and doing all these little things that make Barcelona the best team in the world. But it doesn't stop there. I mean, we can go behind them as midfielders. We can go with Rakitic, Arthur. Midfielder, we have Arthur, we have Arturo Vidal. We have so many players that are so key to winning the Champions League because it's just getting stronger. The signings that we will have in the future will make a big impact. De Jong coming in from Ajax, and of course, hopefully, De Ligt will hopefully be able to get a contract with Barcelona, and we will have a very strong team. And I don't think Real Madrid can be able to get things done against us, maybe for another season. Then they get situated with whatever they sign, but the most important thing here, the most important thing is that we play our cards right. I don't underestimate, and I wouldn't suggest anybody underestimating Manchester United. We shouldn't say we've got this one, because look what happened to PSG. They let their guard down and say we're going to defend, and we're going to stay back, and hopefully we'll be able to just hold them back, and that's all they were thinking about. But Manchester United is a team that presses forward with Solskjaer, and it's not a Mourinho team anymore. That Mourinho team is in the past. Solskjaer presses with his forwards. He wants players to press and make goals. And this is what Manchester United is going to do. This is what they're going to want to do. And they're not putting the brake on. They're not taking the foot off the gas pedal yet. You're going to see a ferocious Manchester United, desperate for a win just like they got with PSG. PSG had the game won, and they were not able to win the game. Manchester United beat them in their home field. Now we, as a team, have to understand that that can happen to us. That can happen to Barcelona, and we must not follow that same mentality that PSG has. We can't. United are best when they have their backs against the wall. That is United. That is a united team. When they have their backs up against the wall, they will come to you ferociously and most dangerous, and they have the serious look on their face that they will come and beat you. And I can just only imagine if they were to get key signings in that team that will make them a lot better in the Premier League and in Champions League. But right now, this is a team that we should not underestimate by any means necessary. We have to press forward, we have to keep our guard up, and we continue to possess the ball like we always do. Am I a fan of the flopping that happened? No, I'm not a fan of the flopping that happened in that game. But we have to play tougher and more physical. And if that's the way to beat them, then that's the way to beat them. They'll call the fouls. But one thing I don't like is flopping. Now, is that an excuse for Manchester United not to win? There's no excuses. They won, or they lose, or they tie. There shouldn't be an excuse. Don't tell me as a Barcelona fan that that's why they lost. Because Barcelona flopped everywhere on the field. And then, of course, you're gonna ignore the fact that Messi was beaten up by Chris Smalling. You're going to ignore that fact and just pay attention to all the other things that happened on the field that were flops. It shouldn't work that way. We shouldn't give you any more excuses. You have two legs, Manchester United. Your first one you lost, whether it was an own goal or not. We pressured you. We took the ball to you. The second leg, what excuses are you going to have next? There shouldn't be. There shouldn't be any more excuses. Because I think very highly of Manchester United. For them not to say, well, we lost because of the flops. Oh, we lost but because of this or because of that. We lost because you weren't able to beat Barcelona. That's the way it should be. And I would say the same thing for Barcelona. If you couldn't beat Huesca in whatever you had on the team, whatever BC team you had against Huesca, you couldn't beat them, that's on you guys. The team that was on the field was on you guys. Because Valverde put that team there to rest the players for Champions League. And I completely understand that. And we have no excuses. This team means a lot. And we are here to play. We want to play. And we're there to get the wins. We want to win. And that's what we're all about. That's nothing else. And I want to make sure that we get these wins the right way. Where there's the young B and C team players that are on the bench. This is your opportunity to get it done. You didn't get it done, that's your fault. You shouldn't belong in a Barcelona jersey. If you're going to play lazy, you shouldn't belong there. If you're not going to press forward as a forward, don't be in the team. But this is your chance, and you tied it, which was okay, I guess. We didn't lose any points, but we gained 1 point. But the standard, it's all the way up here, because that's what we are. We're playing in Europe, the best in the world. We're playing there, not in the US, not in South America. Europe is the place. That's the standard. You go there, you win games, and you get us trophies. That's what the team is about. Of course, development is I'm all about development. I'm all about development. Let this be a lesson for development for the young guys. Now let's go forward and win the rest of the games. That's what we should be about. Alright, I'll catch y'all later. Peace. Hopefully, I can make another video after the second leg of Manchester United-Barcelona game and see how things go. Drop a like, share, subscribe. I'll see you later. Peace.